All hail the prediction king. Bow down in his greatness. That's right, you filthy peasants. Where are you? Where are you? Come on, show me your predictions, because you're nowhere near me of epic greatness. Let's take a look at how you got on last time out, and we'll take a look at the next round of matches out in La Liga. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time we're taking a look at match day number 15 out in La Liga, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep your bag up to date with all things La Liga related, Blackburn Rovers related, World Football related. We're all here. Noah Roski, that's right, I am the blooming prediction king. I have returned to save you all, because every one of you guys stunk last time out, but it was up to me to save face and get us over the line. So let's take a look at those coveted predictions. So how did you guys get on? Well, let's break them down. Let's break down the numbers. Before we get into take a look at your numbers, here are the numbers that matter. If you get 0 to 3, you're in the shit face gang. There might be a couple of years out there. If you're in the 4 to 6, you're in the straight face club. Just like that. But if, maybe, just maybe, you might be in the top echelon, the top banana. That's it. Only if you can get 7 or more predictions right. Now let's have a look at how you guys got on. Well, first and foremost, how did I get on? Prediction king. Go. Well, kicking it all off, it was Levante up against Mallorca. 2-1 in the end. Bang on the flipping nose, boys. No mucking about here. I went straight in there, in the deep end, and picked that one out. Next up, Leganés against Barcelona. 2-1 final score for Barcelona. I actually went with a 3-1. I gave them a bit of benefit of the doubt. I thought it would score more goals than that. But ultimately, the right result. Betis up against Valencia. 2-1 in the end. Bang on the flipping nose. Still the prediction king continue. Shall I continue? I will continue. Next up, we have Granada up against Atlético Madrid. Okay, I might have slipped up here. 1-1 final score in this one. Atlético Madrid did, I actually went with the victory. 3-1. Got that one wrong. Next up, though, we had the other Madrid, Real Madrid, 3-1 victors up against my boys, Real Sociedad. 3-1 in the end. Boom! 3-2 in the end. Not too shabby indeed. For me, Espanyol up against Getafe. That was a 1-1 draw in the end. Bang on the flipping nose, boys. 1-1. Look at me. Looking good. Osasuna lost to Bilbao. 2-1 in the end. Bang on the flipping nose. I'm just making sure that this is right. Can this be that right? Can I be that good? I am this week. I'm sorry, my head is just swelling up right now. Next up, we have Eibar up against Alavés. 2-0 in the end. 2-1 for me. 2-1 for me. Looking good. Villarreal up against Celta Vigo. 3-1 in the end. I actually went the other way on this one. It was close. It's still pretty stinking good. And then wrapping up, Sevilla up against Valladolid. 2 blips on the stone, which makes me top banana. Top banana. Get the top banana up. There we go. How did I get on compared to you boys, though? Anyone else joining me on Magic Monday? You did. Pretty good, but not too good. Cody Cahoe, not too shabby as well. Yannick Buster, not too shabby. Victor Fisher, well done. You're also up there with the prediction king. You can be in my presence for another week. Next up, we have Nightmare Seeker, not too shabby. We Are QPR also did pretty good for himself. Noah Haynes, not too bad. Nathan Heaver, you did okay for yourself as well. Adia Petra, though, not this time, Sonny Jim. Ultra Omar Murat, not bad this week as well, but ultimately not good enough. Christian04 also joined the rest of the minions this week. It's me and Victor Fisher doing bits in the Prediction King royalty this week. Anyway, let's take a look at the table right now. Barcelona lead the way, 13 games played, 28 points so far. Real Madrid hot on the heels though, same points. In a very, very tight La Liga race. Sevilla and Atlético Madrid are in the Champions League spots as it stands. Down the bottom is Leganés, Espanyol and Celta Vigo going down as it stands. But will they be there after this round of matches? Well, let's take a look, shall we? Kicking it all off will be on the 29th of November. Celta Vigo up against Valladolid. Now, Celta Vigo coming to this in the drop zone. They actually won the last game, but prior to that was 5 games without a win. 5 games with a defeat. Valladolid, though, coming to this 14th of the table. Back-to-back defeats for them. All in all, though, 3 defeats out of 6. It's okay form. It's mid-table form, and that's where they are at the moment. The previous 6 games between these two sides have ended up 3 wins for Celta Vigo, 2 wins for Valladolid, and 1 draw along the way. This match last season ended up as a 3-3 goal fest, 6-goal thriller. Aspas for Celta Vigo, Gomez as well, as long as Oscar Plano, Ines Unal, and Leo Suarez for Valladolid. The bookmakers, they go 4-5 on for Celta Vigo, 19-5 for Valladolid, 5-2 the draw. So the bookmakers go with Celta Vigo. The table goes with Valladolid on this one. You guys, I don't know what you guys are going to go, because you've got to make sure you get your predictions in nice and early. But I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I can't separate the two sides on this one. Celta Vigo maybe at home, and the bookmakers go with that. But I think Valladolid will snick something out of this to at least give them a point. And that point would push them up to potentially 12th in the table. Celta Vigo, though, they would stay where they are. Next up, Alavés up against Real Madrid. Now, last season, Alavés were the surprise package. They're actually turning a corner at the moment, with just one defeat at the past 4 games. They actually come into this also back-to-back wins for them. Real Madrid, on the flip side, sits second on goal difference behind Barcelona. 4 wins at the past 6, 1 defeat at the past 6 as well for them heading into this. Now, the past few games between these two sides, in fact, the last 6, it's been 1 win for Alavés, 5 wins for Real Madrid. This game last season ended up as a 1-0 win for Alavés. Oh, yes. If you want to take a look at the last 6 over in Alavés, though, it's pretty much the same numbers. 1 win for Alavés, 1 draw, and 4 wins for Real Madrid. Actually, they went 4 games, 4-game winning run against Deportivo Alavés between 2003 and 2017. Bookmakers will go with Real Madrid on this one. 30-2 for Alavés, 42-100 on for Real Madrid, and 50-4 the draw. You got to go with Real Madrid these days. I know it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right at the moment for Real Madrid. It just everything feels a little bit forced and a little bit rusty. So they need to either clean a house and get rid of some of the bad mojo, or get a new manager in. That's what it is. But if the manager's doing bits, which he is doing, he's keeping Real Madrid in the thick of things in the Champions League and also at the top of the league, then why change it? But anyway, that's my prediction for this one. Next up, we have Real Sociedad up against Eibar. Now, coming into this, Real Sociedad have fallen off a little bit, down a 6th spot on the table, just a 1 win and a 4 for Real Sociedad. Eibar, on the flip side, they come into this 16th in the table, back-to-back defeats for them. Before that, though, it's back-to-back wins. They're actually got 15 points on the board. A win for them could see them jump to 12th. A win for Real Sociedad could get back into the old Champions League spots this weekend. Coming into this, 8-11 on for Sociedad for the victory. 4-1 for Eibar. 27-10. The victory for the matey boys. Coming into this, the last 6 games, though, between these two sides, 2 wins for Sociedad, 2 wins for Eibar, 2 draws along the way. That's in all competitions and all venues. This game last season ended up as a 2-1 win for Eibar. In fact, you've got to go back to it's actually been 2 games without a loss between Eibar over Sociedad when playing in Sociedad. So they might have the upper hand there, but for me, I'm going to go with my boys. 2-0 win for Sociedad, which will give them the 3 points and potentially close in on Champions League spots. Mallorca will take on Betis this time out. The last 6 between two sides, there's actually 3 wins for Mallorca, 3 wins for Betis heading into this. The last time these two sides did play in Mallorca, it was a 2-1 win for Betis back in 2015 in the Segundo division. The bookmakers odds on this one, they go 6-4 for Mallorca, 7-4 for Betis, 5-2 the draw. Mallorca edge it slightly as favourites. Mallorca do come into the 17th in the table, 3 defeats of the past 6. Real Betis, though, they're on the rise. They're actually in 15th table, 16 points on the board. 2 points separate the two sides. Very similar records. Both won 2 out of 6. Both lost 3 out of 6. It's just a bit random. And actually, Betis do come into this on the back of a defeat. Back of a win, sorry. I'm actually probably going to side with... I'm actually going to go with Mallorca here. 2-1 in the end. And that hopefully will get them moving in the right direction. I'd like to see them in La Liga for a little bit longer than just a season. Next up, we have the Battle of the V's. It's Valencia up against Villarreal. Now, Valencia find themselves in 10th spot. Actually, just 1 defeat out of the past 4. Heading into this, 20 points on the board. Villarreal on the flip side, they're at 12th. 18 points on the board without a win in 4. Actually coming into this back-to-back defeats as well. The last 6 between two sides. 3 wins for Valencia, 2 wins for Villarreal, and 1 draw over the past 6. Now, the bookmakers odds 13-10 for Valencia, 2-1 for Villarreal, 5-2 the draw. A win for Valencia could see them rise into 5th spot. A win for Villarreal could see them rise into 7th. So it is fine margins. I'm going to go with a 5-goal thriller myself with a 3-2 win for Valencia. Their home form is, well, let's just take a look at their home record this season is Not too shabby, isn't it? Without a defeat so far. So you've got to bear that in mind when we head into this. Next up, we have Sevilla up against Leganés. Now, this is into Sunday's matches now. Sevilla find themselves in third in the table, a win away from top spot. And they also need a little bit of helping hand with that. Leganés, on the flip side, are bottom of the table, 6 points on the board. Just the one win all season. And that win was 5 games ago. Who was it against? If you don't mind me asking, it was against Mallorca. It was a 1-0 win back against Mallorca. Coming into this, though, they played each other 6 times over the past couple of seasons. 2 wins for Sevilla, 2 wins for Leganés, and 2 draws along the way. This match last season, back in May, ended up as a 3-0 win for Leganés. I think they were clutching at straws there, trying to keep their heads above water and not get in their relegation dogfights. But they dug the result out in the end. If you want to take a look at the last 6 games over in Sevilla, I've only got 5 for you, but it's 3 wins for Sevilla, 1 win for Leganés, and 1 draw along the way. Looking at the bookmakers' odds, 47 to 100 for Sevilla, 13 to 2 for the visitors, 16 to 5 the draw on this one. Can't go anything against a victory for Sevilla, 2-0 in the end, and that should again keep them in the Champions League spots as it stands. Next up, we have Atlético Bilbao up against Granada. Bilbao set themselves in 5 spot in the table. Granada on the flip side are in 8th. 2 points separate the two sides. Granada come into this without a win in 4. Bilbao come into this without a defeat in 4. So definitely form is with Bilbao at the moment. The form book between these two sides, they've duked it out 6 times over the past 5 years. 2 wins for Bilbao, 2 wins for Granada, 2 draws along the way. The last time that they did play each other was back in 2017, and it was a 3-1 win for Bilbao. If you want to take a look at the last 6 over in Bilbao, it's not heavy duty odds, but they've won 3 of them, they've lost 2 of them, and they've drawn 1 along the way. The last time Granada did pick up a victory was back in 2014. It was a 1-0 win. A goal scorer on that day was John Cordoba. Bookmakers odds on this one for Bilbao up against Granada, 7 to 10 on for Bilbao, 5 to 1 for Granada, 12 to 5 the draw. A win for Bilbao will see them rise potentially into the Champions League spots. A win for Granada could see them rise to 5th in the table. For me, going to go with a 2-1 win for Bilbao just to nick it and get over the line and potentially get some more points on the board. Next up, we have Espanyol up against Osasuna. Espanyol come into this 19th in the table, still in the relegation zone. Obviously juggling multiple fish right now with the Europa League campaign going on at the same time. 3 defeats of the past 5 for Espanyol up against an Osasuna side who like a draw. They've actually lost the last time out. Actually lost 2 at the past 6. Before that, it was 4 game. In the middle of that, there's a 4-game unbeaten run to get excited about. The last 6 between two sides, 3 wins for Espanyol, 2 for Osasuna, 1 draw along the way. The last time they did play over in Espanyol was a 3-0 win back in 2017. The goal scorers on that day, Felipe Caicedo, I've already revealed mine, got himself a goal. Jose Manuel Gerardo as well, as did Gerard Marino get the goals for Espanyol. Bookmakers odds, they go with 6 to 5 for Espanyol, 5 to 2 for Osasuna, 9 to 4 the draw. I'm going with a 2-1, big fat 2-1 win for Espanyol. And again, that win potentially has the makings of getting Espanyol closer to getting out of the relegation zone. It'll put them on 12 points, possibly 18th in the table. If Osasuna were to be victorious, they could rise to 7th in the table. Goodness me. Next up, we have Getafe up against Levante. Now, Getafe come into this 7th in the table, unbeaten in 4 games, 2 draws, 2 wins in that cluster. They find themselves 7th in the table. A win against Levante this weekend could see them rise to 5th in the table. Levante, on the flip side, one of the stories of this season, they currently find themselves in 9th in the table. 3 wins out of the past 4. Decent form coming into this. So 2 pretty decent sides form-wise. The last 6, though, between the two sides, 2 wins for Levante, 1 win for Getafe, and 3 draws along the way. This match last season ended up as a 1-0 win for Levante. Can they do the double of them? In fact, can they do the treble of them? Because they've done that 2 years in a row over in Getafe. So looking to make it a 3-peat or a hat-trick, whatever you want to call it. The bookmakers say this 78 to 100 on for Getafe, 5 to 2 the draw, 4 to 1 for Levante. So very much in favour of the hosts. I'm going with a 0-0 draw. Can't separate the two sides on this one. A point would not do much for either side. Next up, we have the big one. It's a tasty one. So Atletico Madrid up against Barcelona. Now, Atletico Madrid coming to this 4th in the table. A win away, potentially, from going top of the table. They'll need a huge goal swing, though. Atletico Madrid actually unbeaten in 6. 4 draws out of that 6, though, so not a lot of wins. Barcelona have picked up a defeat out of the past 6, though, but it's back-to-back wins coming into this. So looking good. The recent record, though, between these two sides is not good for Atlético. 3 draws and 3 wins for Barcelona in this one. If you want to take a look at the last 6 over in Madrid, it's 1 win for the hosts, 3 wins for Barcelona, 2 draws along the way. You've got to go back to 2016 for Atletico Madrid's last victory over Barcelona on their own turf. Griezmann was on the score sheet. He could be on the score sheet this weekend, but it will be for Barcelona. Bookmakers will go with on this one 9-5 for Atletico Madrid, 31-20 for Barcelona. Fine margins between those two odds, 23-10 the victory. This one's a belter. A win for Atletico Madrid could go top. Barcelona could extend the lead with Real Madrid up against Alavés. Potentially, they need to win to keep them at bay. I'm going with a 6-goal barnstormer. I don't do this very often, but I'm doing it this time out. Atletico Madrid should not lose this game. They look very, very solid. If you want the home record for Atletico Madrid, they've played 7. They've yet to lose a game on their own turf. Actually, back-to-back wins heading into this. But Barcelona's away record is not great. It's actually 3 defeats for them on the road. In fact, all their defeats have been on the road. But it's actually 3 wins out of 4 for the away days for Barcelona. So that's my predictions. Get your predictions in nice and early down below so we can take a little look at them as we head into the next round of matches. But before then, if my predictions were to come true, this is what the table would look like at the end of this coming match this weekend. Real Madrid will top the pots with 31 points. Sevilla will be in second. Barcelona will be in third. Sociedad will be in fourth. Down the bottom will be Leganés, Espanyol, and Celta Vigo going down to the Segunda Division, boys and girls. Yes! Another exciting week up ahead for us out in La Liga. Be sure to get your predictions in, and while you're at it, if you're going to put your predictions in, you want to smash that thumbs up button, boys and girls. Get it up there so we can get double digits. Whoa, I'm losing the green screen. The prediction king is losing the green screen. Anyway, folks, be sure to smash that thumbs up. Just do it. You're right there. If you're skipping forward through the video, smash the thumbs up while you're down there. Make sure you smash the subscribe button. If you are new, trying to get this baby up to, what is it? I don't know where we're at. But I need to get the numbers up there, boys. I need to start surging up there before the end of the calendar year. Hope to see you all in the next time around. There's plenty of prediction videos on the channel. We've got Serie A, Premier League, all that kind of good stuff right here under one roof. I'll see you all next time around. And again, be sure to get your predictions in nice and early. Until then, ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.